Welcome to Marketecture, where you can get smart fast with in-depth interviews of leading technology vendors. I'm Jeremy Kagan, and I'm here with Bruce Amick, the COO, and Marina Petrova, the CEO, and the co-founders of Intentful.ai. They're going to tell us a little bit about how our machine overlords are going to rule the world, and I, for one, welcome them. But we want to get right down to it. Welcome, Bruce and Marina. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And I guess the first question we really have to ask is, what do you do?
First, again, thanks so much for inviting us. Intentful is a content creation company, and we recently started saying that we are possibly one of the oldest companies working with generative AI. And oldest in the world of AI is almost 2 years, which sounds funny, but given how things change, that's a lot of time. So we do content creation with the help of AI. It's not just AI, it's also data, and it's also tracking the performance results. So basically, it's a new way to create content.
When you're actually out there selling, who are you competing against, and how would you differentiate yourself against some of the many names we're hearing right now? It's a bit confusing in the generative AI market. For example, if I'm aware of Jasper, how are you different from a Jasper or somebody like that?
That's a great question, several questions. So going back to GPT as a model. So GPT is a foundational model used by many companies. Mm-hmm. ChatGPT, for example, is the GPT model that is trained to have a conversation. A SaaS company like Jasper is, and I have a lot of respect for their work, and I think they are doing a great job of promoting AI with their huge investment that they are investing into marketing, and everyone knows what AI is, but that's great. And no, I mean that their product is great for freelancers for the most part and for overcoming the writer's block, but it is still the GPT model, the foundational model that is not trained to know the client's brands. So what we do is we fine tune, we customize our product to teach it to know the client's brands so that it is not just those 175 billion parameters or more, but it is on top with the brand's information. And it is not just simple customization of we will teach AI to know the style of your brand or the voice of your brand. That's easy. It's about knowing the facts. That's about knowing the performance. That's connecting the data insights. So AI is a tool. AI is really a tool. And our point of difference is first that we train the model. And the second one is that we can combine all of those elements, the human expertise, the data insights, the performance metrics, to make sure that the content we deliver is actually relevant to the brand communication goals and their own KPIs.
So you're essentially saying Jasper allows you to do content generation, but only in the style of the raw GPT, and you're taking that customized extra data of the brand's voice. Is that fair to say? Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
It's more than just voice. Voice is more style than data, and data we think is critically important for content. It has been before AI. AI just makes it much more accessible and implementable. Knowing the actual aspects of the product that may have just been released or is about to be released is critical to the content you create, along with knowing, the audience segments and that as well. So you know that your content is going to be reflecting certain audience intents is important.
And I would like to go back, Jeremy, to your question about the customers, because that really builds on the product that we have and how we're different. So when we just started selling, when we realized what the product that we're building, again, 2021, not too many people know or understand what AI is. There is a little bit of perception that I'm afraid to even touch it. Can I have my brand? Can my content be created with the help of AI? Is it going to sound like robot-based? Fortunately, we had several clients initially who are innovative thinkers, who are people who understand the innovation and how it could help their business. And we signed the first clients relatively fast. And they understood. So we have the review process. Sometimes there are too many rounds of review. We actually have different types. We have a client, they have 300,000 pages on their website. So they understand the value of content. And for them, we are publishing a lot of pages directly to their CMS. At one point, it would be like 100 long form, 1,000 word different articles a week, that would go directly published from our platform, reviewed by our QA people, fact checking, style, everything. And that would go published directly into the client CMS because the client understands the value. They see the results. We provide them with frequent analytics on how the content is performing, what needs to be tweaked, and so on. There is another client where the management of the company, they are like, I'm all for it. I want to do it. But then there is a marketing team that is a little protective, and I understand them. They're protective. I want to make sure that my voice is there, my brand is there. And we did have a little bit, like initially, there was a little bit of a pushback from the marketing team, like, I don't want to use your AI content. But then once they started seeing the results, they are one of our biggest advocates now. Of course, we still have those rounds of reviews, but still.
Thanks for listening. To hear the complete interview, subscribe at marketecture.tv.